let's not forget about the cancer part.
Cancers, yes, that's what I was coming up to.
We will talk about it. The cancer is one of the main food. The animal foods have been linked with cancers. More and more studies are coming out, and more studies already have proven the link between the milk and breast cancer. There used to be a chemical called diethylstilbestrol, which was routinely injected to the cows. It has this estrogen-like property, and when they inject it, the milk, the cow will produce milk almost 3 times the regular cow. But what happened to that diethylstilbestrol? It went into the milk, it came into your body, and then what does that estrogen do? It makes you more female. If you are a female, it makes you more of a female. And that's what they ultimately found out, that diethylstilbestrol causes breast cancer, and that's been taken off the market. But the study, the practice is still going on. The only difference is the molecules are tweaked, hormones are still being injected. Only that sad part is that study is not there yet, so it will go on. And it's very easy to tweak the molecule. So this is how the sad story of the animal industry goes. And so cancers keep on happening. I read a book, Diet for New America, by John Robbins, believe it or not, son of Baskin Robbins. He's vegan. And in 1980, he wrote this book, the bestseller book, Diet for New America. One of my patients actually gave it to me. He was in pesticide business, and he developed multiple sclerosis, and he gave me this book. He says, Doc, this is all you've been talking about, but now I'm giving you in a book form. The studies after studies he had predicted that we will have a major epidemic of breast cancer in this country. In those days, 1 out of 10 women were getting breast cancer. Now 1 out of 7 women are getting breast cancer. So there are a lot of...
Let me interrupt for a minute, Dr. Shah. Cancer is, as you all must know, the second leading cause of death in the United States. However, as many as third of cancer can be prevented with diet and nutrition alone. So that speaks volumes, right? The power of the power of prevention, the power of foods that we have. So sorry, Dr. Shah, I just wanted to introduce that.
Correct. No problem. So the thing is that it's not just the injected chemicals, but it's also natural hormones which are present in the cow. Cow is a female, and we are drinking female's milk. Female's milk produces milk which has 9 natural hormones which are produced by a mother given to their baby for the growth. So one of them is IGF, insulin-like growth factor, and that has a tendency to stimulate the cancer cells. So it doesn't cause just the breast cancer, but also prostate cancer. There is an 11% rise in the prostate cancer risk if you drink milk regularly. So, and worst part is also eggs and prostate cancer. They have found because of the choline content in the eggs, there is almost 80% higher chance of developing lethal prostate cancers if you consume more than 2.5 eggs per week, and most of them consume them in a day. So all those things, so whole food plant-based diet has been found to be, studies after studies have proven that they prevent cancers, lung cancers, colon cancers, ovarian cancer, breast cancer. By the way, Anuj mentioned that somebody had asked that would the whole food plant-based diet help in a pulmonary fibrosis. Pulmonary fibrosis is a very sad condition where all the scar tissues build up in the lungs. I don't know, there are no direct studies to prove that it can reverse it, because it is very, like I said, it's a multifactorial. This has a lot to do with genetics and the immune system problems and what the chemical exposures and all those kind of things. But one thing I can say that by going on a whole food plant-based diet, keeping your weight under control, which will be less weight on your breathing itself, and who knows, the possibility of developing lung cancer also can be reduced, because people with the pulmonary fibrosis are at a high risk for developing lung cancers also because of the scar tissues that stimulate the growth of cancer cells. So
So one more question we have is from one of the on one of our users, that is corn is plant-based. Should we eat corn or should we not eat corn?
Corn is good only if you're eating the whole thing, and like a corn cob, as it's fine. But when you're talking about syrups and all that, and making as a routine, like corn tortillas and all those things, when they're all polished out, all the fiber is taken out, and pure starch is taken out, becomes a concentrated carbs. But I would say in a summer days, having barbecue, whole food plant-based barbecue, of course, and having a corn on the cob, it's really delicious and no problem, because you're eating a lot of fiber with it. It's fine, no problem.
Also, it has high, on one of the slides you were showing the amount of sugar in corn. So
it is, no question about it. Yes.
So
you have to be in moderation, no problem, but only as a whole corn, rather than corn flour and corn starch and all those things spoil it.
Right.